I sometimes feel like I think it's presence or something. And I've seen a lot of things the last period, a lot of things, but I keep going this way, that way. I cannot keep it, and I don't want this to be another experience. I'm so tired. I feel something's calling me, but I'm so afraid I get home and it's leaving me again. Well, that's what I want to say. Because every time it leaves, I panic. I completely panic.
When it leaves, where does it go? Or where did it come from in the first place?
Well, a lot of things, I think that this heart, this open, just happened. That's how, I did a lot of yoga, but it just suddenly happened. Now
if a heart opens that was previously closed, it's possible that something may cause it to be closed again. It's like it's not its natural thing to be unchanging. It opened or it closed. So that's an action that you cannot totally rely on, you see.
After that, I did inquiry. And the things I saw really strange things. I'm ashamed to say it, but I think I have to say it because it had so much impact on me. I saw myself getting bigger and bigger and feeling so much love, even like I'm the universe and these things. But then I get smashed out, but it does not leave me alone anymore. It's the only thing that keeps me, it's interesting to me anymore. But what is this? And is it I want to go back there.
It will still just be an effect of or in consciousness. If there is it and you, meaning that it is still only an experience. And it will feel differently in different days or different moments. So it you cannot use to say, that is it. That is the pure state. Because you still retain an identity as the one who is experiencing it. Which is greater, you or the experience that comes and goes?
I don't want another experience. No, I don't want this. That's my problem.
Yeah.
I'm tired of all these beautiful experiences.
Okay, so let's leave all the experiences aside just for a moment. Let's not talk about them then, because you don't want them.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't want them.
Yeah.
Okay. So now just you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is here as you? Without experience, who are you?
Now.
Yeah. Not suddenly.
No, okay, but I'm so nervous now. It's really hard to
so nervousness also something that comes and also will go. What about if you don't tie yourself to any state or any condition which comes and goes, because it's not reliable? On Wednesday you will write, I'm a very steady person. You apply for the job, I'm a very steady person, I'm very reliable. On Thursday they call you for the interview and you're nervous and everything. And they say, but you said you're steady. He said, yes, but that was Tuesday. So your feelings are like that. They are not reliable. They will not stay with you. And they will collapse under stress. They will not be with you. Only that which is unchanging will be ever present here.
So what to do now?
Well, you may find out who is the one who is asking this question. A bit of a tricky thing, but if you catch this, a lot of things are going to fall away from you, unpleasant things. At present, you are asking, even from the state where you're asking, that state is not stable. So even if a good, stable answer is given to you, you cannot retain it. Because the one you are functioning as and taking yourself to be at the moment, that is unstable. There's a deeper space in each one, in everyone, that is not fluctuating. Other things might be fluctuating. Your mood, your blood pressure, your head, your thoughts, all of that might be coming and going. But it is not coming and going.
And it cannot be that where my attention goes, that it's about that. That's how it feels. Because when I do
No, because it itself is not attention. It's subtler than attention. It is aware of attention. Normally, attention is one of your very powerful tools, because wherever attention goes, whatever it touches, you're saying, that's my experience. It is very intimate thing. So even when the attention goes to the right or to the left, and if it's moving about, you say, I am restless. If it goes to the left, you say, oh yes, I'm going over there to the left. So you even christen it with your most intimate sense of self. You call it I. But even the attention is perceivable, because you're able to say, I am not able to keep my attention on this thing. So something is aware of the attention drifting, you see? Or my attention is not stable. What is that is aware of attention even? It's more subtle than attention. Attention does not define it or even describe it. Attention is a function arising in it.
And can I say that these things that happened, why do they happen? I mean, do you understand? It feels like I want to go, of course I want to go back to feeling good.
This I, you have not answered my question. Who is this I? Why should anyone take your I to be serious when you are not stable as I? You say one thing now, and in a short time your mood change, and you're speaking a different way. What is going to be reliable about this I? It is not as yet trustworthy. It is not stable. It is not firm. It fluctuates like your mood. But you identify with it. Who are you who are identifying with this position which you're presenting as yourself? I wonder if you follow. It feels very comfortable to be speaking from this place because you've done it before. You have combined yourself with your moods and feelings and thoughts, which are not stable. So you've come into a very unstable identity, you see? And you're referring and relating to that identity as yourself. And I'm not accepting that. That is not the self that I've come here to talk to. Because one day you'll be saying, hallelujah, and the next day you'll be saying, oh my God, and it's not stable. So this is a very, very important place to be right now. If you want to learn about you, where is your most truthful place? If you locate yourself merely in the realm of moods, you are not going very far. You're nowhere near your true state yet. You're still in the realm of fluctuation. Like this, like that, like this, like that. Unstable. That's not a blame. It is inevitable that it will feel like that, because you are identifying with phenomenality. You're identifying with things which come and go. Why I can speak like this? Because I know there is a space here, a dimension, you may call it like this. It's not even a dimension. It's the totality, actually, which is not intimidated by the functioning of your mind. It is not disturbed by thought. It doesn't suffer from psychological attacks. It does not get depressed. It does not want anything. It is not lacking anything. We are inescapably that, choicelessly that, unavoidably that, and yet at the same time, you're not aware of it. This is the great mystery. And Satsang is the discovering room for this. So you want that. So I am myself interviewing you to see if you're ready.
I don't know if I'm ready. I more feel like I'm sitting down again and just wait a few days and just listen again. Because now it's not like...
Even as you speak, your words are untrue. And who will speak differently? Because everything that comes from the person is unreliable. Maybe you have not sussed it yet, you have not recognized, because, somehow you have not been looked at so closely. And maybe this is why we are so afraid to be really met. I am here to meet you. But it has to be you beyond you. Because at the level that you have been living and engaging with life and interacting and so on, it is not yet coming from the deep truth of yourself. And it is okay, because the ego is the world's currency. Everybody knows this currency. We all talk to each other. Yes, what you going to do on Wednesday? Well, I'm going to do this and so on, as if you know. And, I am this, and this is the kind of type I am, and I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm Hindu, and nonsense. You're not that. These are the costumes we wear, but who are you? So of course it's going to feel uncomfortable, because nobody asked you this. Your parents have never asked you that. You go for your job, nobody asks you. Your intended boss or something, whatever you're applying for, is not going to say, well, okay, so tell me something about yourself. Oh, I was born in 1947, and I went to school here, I graduated in this place, I'm married, I got 3 children, I live in Malibu, and I have all these things. And he says, okay, but no, who really are you? No, nobody asks you this. So we can continue to speak. I am doing this, and I'm doing this, and so on. Because everyone takes the same paradigm and speak from the same place. But here, it is not enough. I don't think you came here to make friends and to, increase your Facebook family. You have come here for something much, much more rare than that. You have come to awaken to yourself. I hope you're in the right room. So I have to ask this thing, because so far what you're presenting as yourself, it is not the truth as yet. It is connected, of course, with you. It comes through conditioning and all of these things, but it is not yet the truth. And I know you as truth. I am not speaking to you as a person. I am not referring to you as a person. I speak to you as consciousness, conversing with consciousness, about consciousness. How are you relating with me? See, I feel like this and I feel like... Yeah, but feelings are not anything so special. They're not truths. It might be true that you feel like this, but it's not a truth. So it is good that you stepped up to the microphone, because we've begun to reverse the glove. As it were. Reversing the glove. What it mean? Look from inside out, not from outside in. And something feels, you've lost your references. You're not comfortable, you're not sure about who you should be now. I'm not asking you to pick up a new identity either. Could you possibly give a little chance to being without identity for a second or two? How would you speak if you had no identity? Well, of course, your mind is in trouble right now. You have no clue. It would mean, how would you relate as being? Well, being doesn't need to know how to relate. It's like walking. You go and walk. You don't say, left, move, right, now, left again, turn right. You don't do this. You just intend and it happens. It's the same in your beingness. You're just here. And you may say that the life is unfolding, but you're not especially entangled in that or looking to your actions and thoughts as a kind of report about who you are. Now, are you up for this? You see? Yeah, you have to be up for it. Otherwise, what? You've come here to just learn a few tricks or to learn something. I don't come here to teach anything. I don't regard myself as a teacher. I'm only pointing you out to something and show you that tremendous grace is with you to complete your seeing. And if you feel deeply confused, it might be one great step towards your own awakening. Sometimes we feel very confident about what we think we know. And there's a pride and arrogance can be formed around that. But for some to come into a place where I don't know, actually, is not such a bad place. When you don't know, you begin to discover your own spontaneity. You cannot plan your existence. That's a very cowardly thing. Neither are you living life. You must discover you are life itself. And yet, the play of life is perceived in you. So where do we go from now, ma'am?
I feel like I'm doing everything wrong now. Now I don't know what to do anymore, because I thought I'd do my meditation, I do inquiry.
You are who? You are who? Who is doing all these things? You are who exactly? I know this is an unusual question, simply because you're not accustomed to hearing it. But I want to know, who are you precisely, who are doing all these things? The doer of all these things is who? Is it the Lord Himself? Is it the mind? Is it merely the body? Is it a blend of mind and body? Who is doing these things? And who or what is aware of the energy and the intention to do these things? Don't be frustrated by my question. But it needs to be asked, you know. Otherwise, you're moving blindly, imagining that you are doing all these things, knowing all these things, when in fact you don't know anything at all. We just have an idea of knowing something. You can study yoga for as very much long as you want. And all these things, study all the scriptures, all the sutras, all the books you can study. And yet not be in the direct experience of this. For one moment, leave everything you believe about yourself aside for just one moment. Can we try this before you sit down?
I'll try.
Are you open to this?
Yeah, I want to. So.
Yeah. So you leave everything aside just for a moment. Just don't engage with that. Meaning that don't hold on to any reference. Don't hold on to any reference like, okay, at least I know I am this and I'm that, and then I've got to do this and that, and I've done this and that. So don't hold on to anything at all. Leave your mind completely empty of all intentions, of all aspirations, even to be awakened. Just leave everything, just be completely empty of all efforts for a moment. Get back to ground zero. And don't be waiting for, okay, now what? Watch this, now what? This has been molesting you for a long time. Okay, I've done it. Okay, now what? So when is the next experience? When is my next fix? So watch this, now what? And don't touch it. And so don't touch any name, even your gender. I'm a woman, I'm so many years old, I studied this, I'm a mother. Leave all your labels aside. No labels, no tags. For as many as want to participate in this simple exercise.
Okay, I'm just here. That's all I can say.
Yes. And no assessment. You see, no, okay, I'm here. Okay. Don't be here like you're doing something. Okay, I'm here. Don't be here like you did anything, because you're not doing anything. In fact, perhaps for the first time, you're not doing anything. Just be. And when I say just be, that be is not an instruction. If I ask you to simply be without identity, have I given you a task to do? Mine is itching, like, don't like this. Don't like this. Can you exist without waiting? Without expecting to be filled with the next thing? Now try and see.
Grace is upon us. Open your heart. It is done. It is done. Oh, grace is upon us. Open your heart. This is love. This is love. Oh, this is love. This is love.